We all have this image in our heads, right? The Hollywood version of the Colosseum. Two gladiators, the dramatic music swells. It's a scene we know so well. But what if I told you that entire soundtrack, that whole epic vibe, is basically a fantasy?
So that's the big question for today. What did it really sound like to be there? We're about to peel back all that cinematic gloss to uncover something far more raw and honestly way more terrifying than any movie you've ever seen.
All right, let's just dive right in. The sounds you hear in movies, they're designed for one thing: drama, to make you feel something for the hero. They're clean, they're polished, they're epic. But the reality? The actual Colosseum? It was the exact opposite of all of that.
I mean, the difference is just night and day. On one side, you have that polished, heroic sound, engineered to make you root for somebody. But on the other side? Well, that's what researchers are building now. A soundscape based on cold, hard data. And it is raw, primal, and just completely overwhelming. And that's really the heart of it. The mission here isn't to make a cooler movie soundtrack. It's to actually reconstruct the genuine, messy, sonic chaos of that ancient place. But you gotta ask, how in the world do you hear something that vanished 2,000 years ago?
Well, pretty amazingly, the answer is modern technology. There's this absolutely groundbreaking project that's using artificial intelligence to reach back across time, and it's turning archaeological data into an actual audio experience you can hear.
The key to this whole thing is a technology that creates something called binaural audio. So think of it like this. Normal headphones give you stereo, right? Sound in your left ear, sound in your right. Binaural audio is, well, it's true 3D sound. The AI calculates exactly how a sound would have bounced off the Colosseum's stone walls, how it would have been absorbed by thousands of people, and then it sends that sound to each of your ears with these tiny microscopic delays. It's basically an auditory illusion that tricks your brain into thinking you are physically there, hearing things from every single direction.
So here's how the process basically works. First, they just feed the AI all the raw data, the exact dimensions of the Colosseum, the building materials, the crowd size, all of it. Then the AI gets to work, synthesizing the unique acoustics of that specific space. And for the final touch, they layer in all the specific visceral sounds of combat to bring it all to life.
So, what are those specific sounds? What makes up this sensory overload? Let's break down the layers, because this is where it gets really, really intense.
Okay, let's start with the biggest piece of the puzzle, the crowd. And we are not talking about a modern football stadium. We are talking about an estimated 80,000 people, packed into a giant stone amphitheater, all roaring at once. Just try to imagine the physical force of that sound alone.
But it was so much more than just a roar. The AI reconstruction gets way more granular. It layers in those other, more brutal sounds. You've got the sharp, ugly clang of iron weapons hitting each other. And then, maybe the most chilling part, underneath all of it, you hear the desperate, up-close sounds of people gasping for air. It's not heroic, it's the sound of a desperate fight to survive. And when you put all of that together, this is the phrase the researchers use to describe it. Not exciting, not thrilling. They call it a suffocating cacophony, a wall of noise so intense, so overwhelming, it would feel like you couldn't even breathe. It totally reframes the entire experience, doesn't it? This wasn't entertainment. This was pure terror. So why do all this? Why go to all this incredible trouble just to recreate a sound? Well, because it's about so much more than a cool tech experiment. It's about finding a completely new way to connect with the past.
You know, reading history in a book gives you the facts, it gives you the information. But hearing it, even a reconstruction that connects with us on a much deeper, much more primal level, it lets us feel, just for a moment, the sensory reality of their world. It builds a kind of historical empathy that facts on a page just can't.
And that leaves us with a pretty incredible thought, doesn't it? If we can hear the Colosseum, what's next? What did a busy market in ancient Babylon sound like? Or the echo inside the Great Pyramid while it was being built? This technology is opening up a whole new way for us to experience history. And you know what? We're just getting started.